see if we get this going now. Yeah, I knew it was gonna go back up. It was just gonna be grindy all day. Because that news that came out today was fake. It just got back on. Nice. I took an hour and 10-minute break. I'm waiting for this to soul collect. Sure, yeah, right up here soon. I made my money for TD during market open, so I'm not. Noise. Did you see Tradeify? I do. Thanks for the likes already, guys. Ran me up. I like it. Oh, Nico. What's up, bro? The fucking M&Q. I knew it was gonna go up. I knew it was going up. But I knew it was gonna be sloppy going up. Let's see if Trade of Eye is working yet. They should have emailed me already. Nope. Oh! Maybe Tuck 2. I'm looking for this area right here. Dude, it's still delayed. Here it comes. Wow, my computer got really fucking slow. Come on, stop. Come on, you stupid fucking computer. Bro, I don't know what this did to my computer. I opened up some Trade of Eye app and it fucking killed me. My shit's frozen. Hopefully it I don't know if you guys can hear me. Wow, this is bad. Yeah, I'm like frozen if you guys are still there. I'm sorry. Come on. Bro, the trader bait fucking just fucked my whole computer up. You guys are there. I'm trying to get my screen back. I trader bait just crashed my shit. It's not working. I don't really want to start my computer over. It's one fucking thing that's not working. Frozen. One fucking thing just fucking cracked my whole fucking thing. Close. Close it. Thank God.
Stop filled.
And I'm in this shit. Hopefully I'm still alive. I have no idea. Dude, what the fuck is going on? Well, this is a terrible stream so far. I have no idea what's going on my computer. I really don't feel like fucking restarting it. I know it's fucking one thing. Like, what is this? Sorry guys, I'm just frozen. About ready to fucking snap my shit. I hope I come out of it, because then I'm stuck in this trade. 100% that shit was using. Fucking close. Oh, come on. I gotta turn this off before I fucking snap. My back. That was fucking terrible. I think I could think of it's either flips now or goes all the way up. There's just a huge void here. Yeah, it might not be holding. My TikTok's not even working. Guys, I'll be right back on TikTok. Alright, I might close this. That's only $4.
Order filled. Alright, we got 2.
Come on, we need one good trade here. Looks pretty good on that pullback. I don't want to just enter into a little one.
Order filled.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Like glitching. Do 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 do. 667? 67. Me too. We do need to wait for a lower high to go in a little bit more than this though. What made me go short? These highs were finally taken out. Souls are collected. Flag is telling us that the souls are collected. We're now starting to break below fair value gaps, and also price action shift is coming down. So now if we wait for a lower high print, yeah, we can go in a lot heavier, then most likely this is going to fall. I don't have, my stop loss is gonna be I mean, this is our major stop loss. Dum you were wrong. But once a lower high prints, then we can start to put it behind that instead. So once the souls are trapped, the big dogs have enough power to bring it down. That's what they're doing. They're trying to trap you. Trap Nation.
later to be released on December 23rd.
All right, that might be it right there. Let's see. If it breaks this high or low here, then I'm going to get in for sure. Probably about 4, I think.
Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled.
So the Trump announcement video live on the feed has now cut to him behind the desk.
Talking?
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Alright, so I'm in a good short here.
Gave all sorts of problems to automakers, and we're not only talking about here, we're talking about outside of our country, because nobody could do it. Nobody wanted to do it, and it was ridiculous, very expensive.
Dirty short.
It put tremendous upward pressure on car prices.
Trump says
Combined
he's
with the
terminating
insane electric
Biden-era
vehicle
auto
mandate,
standards.
Biden's burdensome regulations help cause the price of cars to soar
This
more
might
than
fuck us a bit.
25%. And in one case, they went up 18% in 1 year. Today, we're taking one more step to kill the Green New
Yeah, I'm
scam.
scared.
It's part of the greatest scam, probably, well, other than Russia, and a few others I could name. The greatest scam in American history, the Green New scam. And it's a quest to end the gasoline-powered car. This is what they wanted to do, even though we have more gasoline than any other country by far. And people want the gasoline car. They want everything. They want electric. They want to have lots of alternatives, but they do want the gasoline car. Right now, it's leading away by a lot. The car business is a very interesting business, but we want to keep it that way. I want to thank Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, Deputy Transportation Secretary Stephen Bradbury, as well as CEO of Ford, Jim Farley. Jim, where is Jim? Let's see. Hi, Jim. Congratulations. You're doing a great job. CEO of Stellantis, Antonio Filosa. Thank you very much, Antonio. Chairman of the National Automobile Dealers Association, Tom.
Maybe we should.
Castridas.
This isn't looking too great.
Thank you very much, Tom. Great to have you. And manager of General Motors Orient Plant, John Urbanek.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great to have you guys here. And you're going to say a few words in a minute about how ridiculous this was, but we've just freed you up. So you're going to have a good day and have a good number of years. Thanks as well to Senator Shelley Moore Capito, Ted Cruz, Kevin Kramer, Marsha Blackburn, Eric Schmidt, and Bernie Marino, as well as Representative Sam Graves, Vern Buchanan, Mike Kelly, Roger Williams, Lisa McLean, and Troy Balderson. All great people. These are great people. And I know there's a lot of support long beyond the people that are here. We had tremendous support on this. From day one, I've been taking action to make buying a car more affordable. I signed an executive order to end the unfair, expensive electric vehicle mandate, as you know, where you had to have an electric car within a very short period of
Kinda
time.
like? What do you
even though
mean?
there was
I'm
no
in a
way of
short,
charging them and
but,
lots of other things. It would have cost
Trump just started coming out and
$5
talking.
trillion to build the charging plants. And as you know, in certain parts of the Midwest, they spent, to build 9 chargers, they spent $8 billion. So that wasn't working out too well. That was done before me, by the way. I wouldn't have let it go forward. We're canceling the EPA's absurd tailpipe emission standards, one of the most important things that I've never had a group of people come to me
I am, but I'm nervous. Trump's talking.
more powerfully and really just devastated that they had to do
John
it. It was
confirms he's
killing them.
cancelling the
Then
EPA's tailpipe
automobile
emission
manufacturers, the tailpipe emission standards. And I can tell you, your people at Ford were coming to me all the time, and they were saying, like, please, it doesn't do anything, and it's killing us. And it's driving the cost through the roof. And we revoked Biden's emissions waiver for California so that California communists
So we're
could
seeing
not
some
regulate
corrections
the
coming
automobile
in
industry
here.
and rule
US
the
Census
entire
Bureau
nation of automobiles.
says it was
And they were
October,
doing
not
that,
December, advanced
but
monthly
we have
sales of
that now
retail
under
and
control
food services
also
data
with,
to be
the
released on.
governor, who's got much more than he can control. Now, under the new rules being issued today by Secretary Duffy, the Department of Transportation will rescind the Biden fuel economy prices. And I hate to say that because they were really not economy. They were really, they were anti-economy. They were horrible what they were doing to the costs.
It's definitely
and actually
50-50.
making the car much worse. But these policies forced automakers to build cars using expensive technologies that drove up costs, drove up prices, and made the car much worse. The action is expected to save the typical consumer at least $1,000 off the price of a new car, and we think substantially more than that. Under the Trump administration, $70 billion are now being invested in the American auto industry. Ford has announced it will invest $5 billion across its Kentucky and Michigan plants. Is that a correct statement?
That's right.
That's a lot, $5 billion. You could do more. Creating at least 4,000 new jobs. Stellantis announced that it will invest $13 billion to expand its U.S.-based manufacturing by more than 50% and open new
Hit those lights for me
manufacturing
real quick, guys.
facilities
Just to
across
get me
the
like
country.
over
And I think a
600.
big part of that is also the tariffs. Because of
Take 2
tariffs,
seconds.
they're coming in. Not only the automobile industry, AI, we're leading China in AI, we're leading everybody in AI, we're leading.
All right,
everybody
lower
in
high is
everything. We have the
printed,
hottest
guys, so this
country
is
right now, I
definitely
will tell you,
an
a lot
exit
of
here.
political people
Sometimes you can
behind me,
long
great
those
political
too.
people, very successful political people. We have the hottest country anywhere in the world. 1 year ago, we had a dead country, and now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And it
This is
started
true,
from
too.
November 5th, but it also
People were
started
not
when
doing
we
business
did
with us.
the tariffs, and we've had tremendous support on the tariffs. It's bringing in trillions of dollars of wealth. It's bringing in national security, and I've stopped 8 wars, and of the 8 wars, 5 of them have been because of tariffs and trade, so they're very important. And General Motors plans to invest $4 billion as it brings its manufacturing back to the United States from Mexico. After falling by 5% under Biden, U.S. auto production has surged by 10% so far this year. You know, I won the auto workers vote, but now even the head of the auto
Gotta
workers
get
said
past
Trump is
this.
the greatest president we've ever seen. And he happens to be right about that. But we're protecting our auto workers, and we're making it easier for every family to afford high-quality cars. In other words, we're bringing automobiles back and the manufacturing of automobiles
We need to
back
make a
into
lower
this
low
country.
here.
We lost 52% over the years, 52% of our automobile manufacturing. You see it.
If it
Closed
doesn't, then we're
factories
gonna
all
go
over the place.
sideways or
Now
go
they're all
up.
opening up. They're being, in most cases, they're being knocked down, and new ones are being built in their place. And a big
Voice news
beneficiary is the state of
disconnected.
Michigan, but South Carolina, even states that didn't really do too much with the automobiles,
Man,
are opening
come
up
on.
plants. It's been amazing. So
There
between
you go, lower low.
automobile plants, AI plants, and plants of every other nation, really every other type, including chips, we're going to have a big percentage of the chip market very soon. Not because of the CHIPS Act, which was horrible and ridiculous, where we just gave these companies billions and billions of dollars, and they just kept the money, but because of what we did with tariffs. They have to build here, otherwise they're going to have to pay tariffs. They won't be able to do business in the United States. And we're going to have a big percentage of the chip industry. As of about a year ago, 2 years ago, we had none. And now we're going to have a very big percentage when it all finishes out. So I'd like to ask Secretary Duffy to speak, and then Mr. Farley, and then Filosa, and Urbanik, and Castrita. And also, we're going to ask some of our political leaders to speak, because let me tell you, they went out of their way. This was not easy. People were brainwashed. This is a green new scam. And people were paying too much for a car that didn't work as well. And now they're going to have a great car that's going to be environmentally friendly, but it's going to cost you a lot less, and it's going to work great. All of the nonsense is being taken out of the cars. So, Secretary Duffy, could you say a few
Thank you,
words?
Mr. President. So yesterday at the cabinet meeting, the president was talking about affordability, and the way that Democrats talk about affordability is a lie. Today is a perfect example of that. So these CAFE standards used what was contrary to the law. The Congress set a rule that says you have to look at combustion engines. Biden and Buttigieg actually did an analysis using
Edge.
I'm sorry. Buttigieg used EVs and hybrids to come up with a 62 mile an hour per gallon standard, which I think the car companies will tell you is completely unattainable. So they spent a lot of money on technology trying to meet the unattainable standard, driving up the cost of a car, number one. And then number two, if they couldn't meet the unattainable standard, they had to trade for carbon, costing billions of dollars, and again, driving up the price of the car. So, Mr. President, what Democrats were doing, we're not making cars more affordable, they're making them less affordable.
Like this area too.
The consequence of that is going to be that more Americans can afford to buy a new car, which means they're going to be safer on the roads because of all the great new technology we have that save lives. So we'll have less death on American roads. These rules are going to allow the automakers to make vehicles that Americans want to purchase, not vehicles that Joe Biden
They're looking better, looking better.
Wants them to build, which is important.
We just got to
but
break
also
this
is
box
important
here.
For American jobs, the more cars we sell, the more jobs we have in this country. And so this is jobs, this is freedom, and this is common sense, Mr. President.
It said,
so thank you for your
Mr. Dad, it
leadership.
said it's going
And
down
I
by
appreciate what,
a whole
Secretary
$1,000.
Bill and what we've done here today. So thank
Thank
you,
you
Mr.
very
President.
much. A big, beautiful bill is, it's something. It's amazing. Wait till the people see the benefits and the lower taxes that they're gonna have, lower regulations. So, how about Ford?
Mr. President and Secretary, all the important lawmakers here, competitors.
I don't know
today is a
when.
victory
Well,
of
they're supposed to be
common sense
kiboshing
and
it now.
affordability.
So I'm assuming
We're
by the end
very
of the
proud
year.
of Ford to be the #1 auto producer in our country.
Gold?
80% of the vehicles
Sideways.
we sell here we make in our country. And we never left, unlike many of our competitors.
It's not breaking through
We're
this.
the
It's not good.
#1 exporter, and we have the most factory auto factory.
We are making a new low, so that's good.
And this CAFE
A lower low.
standard that is aligned with customer demand is the right move for a lot of reasons. We were #2 last year in EV sales. We were #3 in hybrid, and we're the leading brand for combustion. We believe that people should be able to make a choice, as you said, Mr. President.
You trade your new,
and we will invest more in affordable
funded?
vehicles. This allows us to invest in affordable vehicles made in the U.S., which we will take the lead on, and will allow us to make vehicles more affordable. So thank you for making this step for all of you.
Thank you very much. One of the other things we're doing, it's separate from this meeting, but I think everybody here would agree with it.
Yeah, he's talking right
If
now.
you go to Japan, where I just left, and if you go to South Korea and Malaysia and other countries, they have a very small car, sort of like the Beetle used to be with the Volkswagen. They're very small, they're really cute, and I said, how would that do in this country?
You
And
heard
everyone
about
seems to
me.
think good, but you're not allowed to build them. And I've authorized the secretary to immediately approve the production of those cars. So you'll be able to buy, they really are, they're actually, some of them are really beautiful, actually. If you take a look, Honda, some of the Japanese
Oh,
companies.
nice.
do a
Word of
beautiful
mouth,
job.
baby.
But we're not allowed to make them in this country, and I think you're gonna do very well with those cars. So we're gonna approve those cars. Would you like to say something about that?
Well, no, just,
Word of
just
mouth.
that he never stops working, so even when he's on Asian time, he's calling me at midnight in the States. But he gave me the directive to clear the regulations on this, which we have. And so if
far too kind.
if Toyota or any other company wants to make smaller, more affordable cars, fuel efficient, we have cleared the deck so they can make them in America and sell them in America.
They're really nice and less
Come on, baby.
expensive, and it really gives people a chance to have a car, you know, have a brand new car as opposed to a car that maybe isn't so great. And so you car companies start thinking about that. I think it's going to be a tremendous market. Please, would you like to say something?
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great day for us at Stellantis today, because it's the day where we see CAFE regulation reconcile with real customers' demand. That's why at Stellantis we decided to invest to Jeep, Ram, Dodge, and Chrysler $13 billion in the next 4 years, increasing production by 50%.
Come on, baby.
Delivering to the
Don't
market
do it.
5 new vehicles and creating 5,000 additional jobs. That's because we believe in what you, Secretary Taffy, and all your team is doing in this country. We believe in growth, and we are ready to invest even more. So thank you very much. Thank you very much also for this great news of the K cars. which we are very interested in it. And we are very looking forward to work with Secretary Duffy, your team, in the future for the next steps. Thank you very much.
Well, get ready for those cars because we've
will.
already cleared the way. You can start right away.
We will.
Okay?
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
He said do it now.
Please.
Mr. President, thank you so much for having me. We support your leadership for this issue that is so important to the auto industry. I'm here representing the hard-working men and women of Orion Assembly in Michigan.
Right.
The facility, our manufacturing facility there is currently going through a retool so that we can build additional U.S. manufactured pickup trucks and full-size sport utilities for our customers, and we're so excited about that. And thank you for your support. Secretary Duffy, thank you as well.
And this is largely coming in because of the tariff situation. We're taking in trillions of dollars, actually, trillions, and we have so many other advantages, but these great companies are coming back to the United States. They left the United States. If somebody was sitting behind this desk that knew what they were doing, that wouldn't have happened.
I'm looking for this box
you
right
can sell
here,
your
the
car
blue
here, but
line.
we're going to put 100% tariff, and you would have never
650s.
had the auto industry leave. Again, we lost more than 50% of our auto industry, and now it's all coming back, and I think it's coming back. Ultimately, it's going to be bigger. I believe it's going to be bigger than it was before, actually. But it's an honor to have you here, and please, would you like to say something?
President?
Thank you very much.
Tom Castriota, sir. I'm the chairman of National Automobile Dealers that represent 18,000 dealers in the country, along with 3,000 heavy-duty truck dealers. And what the actions that you've done as the president and your administration is definitely going to save our customers money. And you made your promises that let the consumer buy what they want, sir, and you delivered on that. And the other thing that you delivered was your promise.
Come on! Fall, motherfucker, fall!
The tax deduction on loans that had gone away some years back, and now that makes it affordable for our buyers. That can save money through that loan of the tax, anywhere from several hundred.
You guys aren't following. Hit that
again, sir,
motherfucking follow button.
On behalf of all the dealers and our customers, we appreciate what you and your administrator have done, and of course our legislative support as well, Mr. President.
Thank you. That's very nice, and I'm glad you brought that up. We're allowing people to deduct. So if you go out and buy a car, and this is for middle income, but for lower income, no matter what, they never really had deductions. You know, rich people like deductions, but middle income people were never really afforded deductions, which is very unfair. You borrow money to buy a car, you're allowed to deduct the interest from your income tax. And I think that's going to be one of the most, in terms of your industry,
Trump's
I think
speaking
it's gonna be
today.
the biggest thing that we're talking about.
He
Maybe
was
even bigger
scheduled
than
about
cafe
an
sales.
hour ago.
People are going to
So
be
it
able to
really
borrow
kind of
money,
throws me
deduct
off
it, so
getting
it's gonna
in,
cost them
closing
essentially half.
into fucking
And,
power hour here.
they'll
Somebody
be-
fuck us.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
I think it's going to be a tremendous factory. They've never had a chance to do that before. And that's all done. That's all in the great, big, beautiful bill. So it's really terrific. I'd like to ask a couple of our political leaders to say, because you guys have done an amazing job. This was something that was going to be very tough. We had to fight lunatics to get it done, and they had no answers. You know, it's you just present them with the facts, and they just say, well, we're just not going to vote for it. They couldn't talk about it, but they didn't want to vote. I see Mike Kelly, my friend back there, has been with me from day one, right?
Yep.
What do you have to say, Mike?
Well, you know what? I think you hit the key. Everybody's talking about the same thing. In America,
Look at the way they like each other. Now you can see, there's no hatred between these two guys.
no, what I was saying is price.
We might get stopped out.
You hit the nail on the head. The American people have always been able to choose what they want to buy.
Right.
They don't want to be taken out of a market by people who, quite frankly, don't even drive their own car, and saying this is the way you've got to go going into the future. And say, well, you may say that, but you're not in the market. You have no idea. And I know the business we're in.
What other prop firm or is the same one?
Say, Mr. President, other than price, what's keeping you from taking the car home today? It's always price. And the fact that we can build a car that's affordable, that people want to buy, that's the key to it. What you've done is unlock the most ridiculous statute that ever came in with CAFE. It wasn't done by the Congress. It wasn't done, it was done by President Obama after the courts failed on it. So thank you for doing what you're doing. You're making America great again in every single way. Thank you.
Thank you. It's going to be so big for the auto manufacturers. People aren't even going to believe the impact this has.
Correct.
You know, Mike used to come to my rallies all the time, and we'd have a rally, and it was like 0 degrees. It was freezing, everyone, and he'd sit there without a shirt on. And I didn't need that, you know. I didn't say it was pretty, but to sit there in the cold, and he didn't mind it at all. I said, that's one tough cookie, right?
You lit it up. We didn't need any heat. You were there.
We had a good time. We had a lot of great rallies,
We
right?
did. We did.
Pennsylvania. Please, Mr. Congressman.
Thank you, Mr.
Turns
President.
I just got 3 accounts through Tradeify too. They just came out with one brand new style of account. You can. It takes 3 days to pass, unfortunately. Is that it? It's done? Oh, no.
Bill, it's going to enable people to talk about the deduct payments
You
and
can
so forth.
choose
As we
to
say in the
do
business,
daily
they're never
payouts
cheaper than they are today, Mr.
with
President.
$1,000. I gotta read it a little better. Or you can choose the 5-day payout, which is $3,000 a week.
Employ a lot of people. It's going to be a great year for us. We appreciate your leadership.
$98, I think it
Retail
was.
standpoint, we
I just bought
appreciate
3.
the manufacturers.
But I can't trade it today because it says my data is delayed, and I guess they're overwhelmed. I don't know.
He's also a very brave congressman.
It was a
He
pretty
on the
big
baseball
deal.
Field that horrible day with Steve Scalise and some other people. He was hit, but he took it very well. He took it
I
very,
did apply with their
well.
affiliate, but that's gonna take a while too.
Great job, appreciate it. Kevin, could you say a few words of wisdom? One of the really smart economic forecasters, I will tell you, beyond an economist. He's a real forecaster. Please.
Sir, I think that there's a massive macroeconomic benefit to what we're doing today. And the way to think about it is that the car that has the best gas mileage that you could buy that has only gasoline is a Honda that gets about 36 miles per gallon. Joe Biden wanted to make every car on average be above 50. So there's no car made in the US that you would be able to sell 2 years from now, 3 years from now under that rule. Because what he wanted to do was make everybody have an electric car, as you know. But here's the thing, that if everybody had an electric car, then nobody would be buying gasoline anymore, and they'd have to take all the miles that they travel and put it on the grid. And so we would have to increase the production of electricity in the US by 25% over the next couple of years if they had their
Yeah,
way.
it
So
doesn't
you've really
even out.
stopped a massive disruption for the economy with this, so thank you, sir.
That wasn't the main reason, and yet it certainly is a main reason. You wouldn't have been able to do it even if you wanted it. It's just so crazy. That was the mandate, which we ended. Troy, would you like to say something?
Great honor, thank you. My family is a former dealer, 48 years, Chrysler Dodge dealer. And then I got into the political world, sir.
Yeah.
I had more fun in the dealership world, but I miss it. But I still play a big role in automobiles and grateful. I remember
Yes,
under President
I got a
Obama,
chili.
when the cafe standards changed.
A chili sticker.
Going through those challenging times as a Chrysler dealer before Stellantis came
Uh-oh, it's
along,
not showing up.
before you guys got it. So thank you very much for being here.
There it goes.
And making these changes. And
GG.
as you said, that interest on the car loan piece was big. And I know that Bernie led the charge on that in the Senate and get it into one big.
Yeah, I'm looking for a void here. I love my Apex, but I also want my end of day drawdown somewhere too.
We had a great
To
victory
offer.
last night. All to all.
I wish Tradeify was actually 2 days. It's 3 days, so it kind of throws me off.
He's going to be a great congressman.
I misread it.
Really, like us, right?
Yeah, like us.
One of my early endorsements, right?
Yes, sir.
Can we talk about it? You're right here is a man. Come in. Let me say hello to you.
There you go, Daddy. There you go. Who's Alpha?
Thank you, Mr. President, for your leadership. But the thing I've admired most, you've been in business.
I don't know if this is a
you've been in
fucking
battles
order
over
block
the
here
years,
too. I feel like this whole
and
thing
you're
is.
helping us lead us out.
We need to
Most
go down
people don't
further though.
understand
Come on, baby.
About business or small business makes a big difference. One is. Number two is, I would just say in terms of the tax stuff we're talking about, one of the things that get missed, and I'm in Florida, Sarasota region, is the ability to deduct. Most people have a small business, they'll have a lawn business, they'll have this, that, they buy a new or used truck.
It's only
They can take that
$55.
deduction, let's say they're in a 20%
I need to put more
tax
fucking.
bracket,
I need to
but the
stack more.
vehicle's 60 grand. They can take 20% of the 60 grand.
Order
get
filled,
$12,000
order filled.
They can pay their payments for the first year. That's a powerful tool we don't talk about. I don't know why. But at the end of the day, because of what you've put in place, full expensing, that's the tool that
Big.
would use. And you could just think about all
Order
the
filled.
people in Florida, just general places. They're buying old vans or new vans. They're buying trucks, mainly trucks.
This is the old market I remember.
They don't even have a payment for a year.
That's right.
So it's one of the best.
We got used to 100-point moves before.
Expensing is a powerful tool. They can write the whole asset off.
But on my indicator, if you want to look real quick, distance 23. That means it's only moving $23.
they got into the e-vehicles, electric cars.
So you can go in
A lot of
heavier. When it
talk
starts going
about
like
dealers and
60,
commercial
80, that's when you got to be in
and
trouble.
Basically, they couldn't sell one, they couldn't give one away, and when these companies, or they got in because of whatever political pressure under Biden administration, and they end up realizing that they got no market. A guy says, the car's been sitting there a year, I can't get rid of it. So they don't understand the market. The people produce the vehicles, and that's made a big difference in your leadership. But thanks for what you're doing here today. It's big, it's huge, it'll make a big difference. $12,000
Huge.
on a $60,000 vehicle, up front, day one. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know, we're just talking about something that's interesting. Ford would make, and
I forget. It's like
because we have one of the
70
top people
cents
right
a
now.
micro. I can't remember. Gotta Google it real
Ford
quick.
would make numerous electric cars in order to sell one Ford 150. Because they'd make all their money with the 150.
Yes.
And they were willing to lose money on building 2 or 3 electric cars that they couldn't sell in order to
Are they
make some
talking
money
shit
on the
about Ford?
150, because the 150 is a monster. I'll tell you what, that no matter where you go, they love that Ford 150.
Yes.
But isn't it a ridiculous model when you have to build 2 or 3 cars
Daddy?
that you know you're not going to be
Is that
selling or
you?
not be selling for much in order to really
No, I
do
don't.
something that you should have the
More
right
of
to
a
do,
mixture
which
of
is
my
make the
own.
car that you wanna
Maybe
make.
just a fair value
And the
gap
market
thing.
wants, right? So congratulations on the 150.
Thank you. Best-selling vehicle in the United States.
Wow, this thing's ripping up.
Now it's
100% built in the United States.
now it's only going to do no, but it really is. It's amazing. It's an amazing brand.
There was a lot of stupid things done here.
What would you like to say?
Yeah, I thank you, Mr. President and Secretary Duffy and all of us. You know, one of the last times I was here is when you signed the electric vehicle CRA, Congressional Review Act, that all of us participated in. The beginning of really making common sense, because it was going to impact 17 other states and really a large part of our economy. This is about affordability here. I'm just going to say one thing. Well, maybe I already said one thing, so now I'm going to say 2 things. When we talk about a car and auto, we sort of talk about just, oh, we need a car. Do you know what a car does for a
Shut
family?
your bitches.
You can take your children to school. You can go to the store. You can visit
Sorry.
your mother. You can go to church.
Just wanted to move.
You can have a job. You have the flexibility that you need. A car for an American family is about a roadway to prosperity.
Big deal.
It's a big deal. And so by making them more affordable, making them more choice-driven by what families want and need, today is a great day for the American family. Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely, and the American worker.
Say.
Well, thank you, Mr. President and Secretary Duffy, and to my colleagues that are here. In Tennessee, we make great automobiles, and we have a fantastic workforce. And whether you're GM or Ford, with
Order
their
filled.
new
Oh,
investment
Daddy.
in Tennessee, or Nissan or VW
Order
or
filled.
Toyota with the engine plant, what you see is the components that are
Order
necessary
filled.
to build these cars. And removing these standards and making cars
Order
more
filled.
affordable
Order filled.
does mean that more people will purchase them, but it also means we're going to have to make more cars to meet that demand, and for Tennessee, that is a great thing.
So, you know, I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking, like, we have the biggest.
This
auto
reminded me of the
manufacturers
old
in
market.
world. They're talking
Where have
about
you
investing
been?
Billions and they're
Where
investing
have
it
you
as we
been?
speak, but billions and billions of dollars in our country. Thank you very much.
Woo!
And they're here.
I
They're not
use
like, well,
Apex,
maybe
my
we'll
phone
do it.
did.
They're doing it because of tariffs, and they're doing it because
I just
of
got
maybe,
3
you know,
Tradeify
president,
accounts to
and
try
we're
their
doing
new
things
style.
Like this for them, which frankly, no matter who you are, this should be done. And we're doing things like deductibility of interest when you borrow money.
Are you not entertained? If you guys made money on that, hit that fucking follow button and tap the screen at least 10 times.
People, they're probably going to be trying to buy that car anyway. And I really think that that interest factor is going to be one of the biggest things. When I was proud of that because I thought of it, and it seems so simple. Other people are allowed
Go,
big
alright.
interest. A rich
Woo,
person, you're allowed to
32,
have
what are
big
you,
interest
fucking
in cars
animal?
for different things
that
you
you?
do. But if you're a
Animal.
middle-income person has to buy a car, you would never entitle
Animal.
to anything.
Goats,
getting
give
a
me
full
goats.
interest
No, I got out, I got out.
loan. And
It
I
could
think
still
that's
go
gonna be
down,
one of
but
the biggest impacts. But we're here.
If it doesn't hold this area, which it bounced off completely, we're probably going to go down to
It's not going to be in 2 years.
629s.
A lot of it's because of the expensing provision in the bill.
So much breather. You better have used my code.
A miracle is happening in our country. It's a miracle. This is just the auto industry, but we have other industries where it's the same thing. They're building all over our country, and
It is a lot of breathing room, but
this is a revolution.
it makes me gamble a little bit.
It's a business revolution. It's a
Get to
jobs
that
revolution.
payout. I mean, the until I'm funded,
It's a car revolution.
which is
We're
fine.
bringing back the car industry that was stolen from us because we have people that didn't know what they were
What do you
doing
mean to
sitting at
buy?
this desk. They put the
We
wrong
just
people
shorted.
in
We shorted
because
that.
they weren't advised properly. And this is really an incredible thing that's happening. Go ahead, Kevin.
Nice and slow.
Mr. President.
Good, good,
I
good.
think in
Keep
many
that
respects,
mindset, dude. Don't go
pretty
into
much everything
gambling.
Cooper
Mind,
said has
just
been
keep it like that.
except that I think what Kevin talks about in terms of the cascading economic opportunity from
Bro,
this
these guys
one
are gonna
single
talk
event
right into fucking
is
close.
just the tip of the iceberg. When you think of all the rules and regulations,
Trump said,
you
"Fuck the
repealed,
market."
I think it's more
Fuck
important,
it.
frankly, than the
My
tax
man.
cuts. However, in the Working Family Tax Cuts Act, remember we made
No, I'm out,
a
I'm out, I'm
lot
out.
of really good policy from the first Trump era, not the least of
That was a
which
good
for
trade.
small businesses
Took a
is
minute.
bonus
Took a minute.
depreciation.
You see what I did there? I didn't close it until it went behind these lower highs, which is my own code.
Small business or a large truck for your
Once you're there,
I just
those
think
are the
we're
set
gonna
in
go into
stones.
2026 and we're going to see an escalation of economic opportunity, the likes of which I probably have never seen.
I think nobody's ever seen it, nobody in the world,
Oof.
because there's never been 18 or whatever it ends up being. In 10 months, we have $18 trillion being invested. We never had $1 trillion being invested. And Biden had much less than that.
Yeah, it was.
He
It
had
needed a pullback.
Less than $1 trillion over 4 years. We have $18 trillion in 10 months, and it's actually as of 9 months. So there's never been anything. Eric?
Yeah,
what
Mr.
do you have
President,
to say?
thank you, and on behalf of the people of the great state of Missouri, who we actually make things from F-15s
Wow, what a fucking
to
peril.
F-47s now, thanks to you. We'll be building the F-47 and then F-150s, and those are real jobs.
So the
and,
morning
we
time,
make
other
things
than
in
this,
Missouri. is gonna
the
go a long way,
rockets,
I think, for making things more
which worked
affordable
out
for
pretty
normal
good.
people. Nothing could be more American than driving a car on a highway.
To an
And
extent.
this is going to make that more accessible for more people. So thanks for your leadership.
Your state's doing a great job.
There was no other trades the entire day. No trades at all. This is the first trade of the actual day at 15:18 for the NASDAQ, for my style. Yes, we traded the day, but we were trading really light. Just doing like higher lows and continuations.
Those cafe standards didn't work. So I applaud you and Secretary Duffy for your hard work and what you're doing on behalf of
Gold?
Well, it was keeping a lot of
I got off it this time. I just missed
They said,
this.
"We're not gonna-" Are you crazy? They thought
Banging ass trade.
outside manufacturers
Banger.
thought we were absolutely insane with all of the different things and just made up nonsense. It was like made up. It was really made up by people that hate our country. I really believe.
The problem is that
I'd say about two
this is
quick
good.
things,
This is,
President.
yeah, this one would have beat
Two
you
quick
up.
things I think are really important. So the person who sat behind this desk before you gave $7,500 in subsidies to multimillionaires who are leasing electric Rolls Royces, electric Porsches, electric Lamborghinis. We're getting $7,500 from the taxpayer. And these Democrats sit on this floor and say that Republicans are for millionaires and billionaires. We are the opposite of giving $7,500 to multi-billionaires to lease foreign electric vehicles. Number two, because of your policies, at the beginning of the year, 51% of the cars made sold in
What'd I
America
do?
were made in America.
I held
51%.
a good
Before
amount.
you got sworn in. Last month, that number was 57%. We moved it 6 points, which nobody thought would be
I caught the bottom
in 4
here.
years. We did it in 10 months.
And then I
It's
got
something that
out
maybe the news should cover a little bit more. And we've driven
right around
down the price of
526.
automobile.
I actually caught the top
Car
of that little
prices
swing
for
there.
consumers are down before you did
Just
this.
about everything is down.
But this would have took a long time and probably would have drove me crazy a little bit, guessing on what it was
It's
going to
a
do.
Democrat hoax. They're the ones that drove the prices up. And all they do is say affordability, and you're supposed to say, oh, that means.
And then
they
it was
had
just
low
Chop
prices. No.
Nation the whole
We
day.
inherited the worst inflation in the history of our country. They say 48 years, but let's say that's history. I don't believe that. Biden had, because of his stupid ways and his between his energy policies and his spending policies. We had the worst inflation in the history of our country, and now our prices are coming down. And they're
MLC
coming down
imbalance
for cars,
was
and they're
negative
coming down-
370. I wonder if that would really drove it.
Did you hear yesterday when Chris Wright from Energy, the head of
Kind of
Energy
did.
in our country,
No,
said there are
it
now
did and it
parts of
didn't.
our country, it's parts, it's all happening. $1.99 for gasoline, a gallon. And we have it at $2.50, $2.60. It was at $5. And that's bigger than any tax cut we could give. And, you know, for the average family, that's
Order
considered
filled.
bigger than any
Let
tax
me do a
cut.
little scalp here.
So the word affordability, when they mention it, you ever watch them? It's all about, I saw the young lady that lost last night. She lost by a lot more than they thought. And we have a great new candidate in Congress, really great, Matt Van Epps. But I saw last night, she said, it's all about affordability, all about it. They never talk about like
Order
the
filled.
specifics. Everything was through the roof. Eggs, when I took over, eggs were 4 times higher than they ever were. We got the prices down to the lowest level.
Yep.
I mean, amazing. But they never, you gotta watch, they're great con people. It's like the Inflation Reduction Act. And after they got it approved, because everybody said inflation reduction, they admitted it had nothing to do with reducing inflation. It's a con job. I think affordability is the greatest con job. They look at you and they say,
I mean, it's
affordability.
short, but it's more of a gamble. Short. It's already 402, 403.
Prices were so low. No, they had the worst inflation. We had the highest prices we ever had, and now they're all coming down, including beef is coming down. Beef was up there a little bit. Our ranchers did well, but we got to make them do a little bit less well, perhaps. But the beef is now coming down. Coffee is now coming down. It's all coming down, and it's a beautiful thing to see. But remember this, when they use the word affordability, they just say, they never say anything else. This election's about affordability, and then they go into the next subject. It's a con job. They caused the highest prices in the history of our country, the worst inflation in the history of our country, and we're getting those prices down, and they're coming down rapidly, and you'll see those results very soon. Anybody else want to say a few words? Oh, Ted, I can't believe it.
I'm easy to miss.
I didn't see. It's very rare that I would miss it. Go ahead, Ted.
Well, Mr. President, I want to congratulate you on behalf of everyone here for the leadership that you're showing. And this is a victory today for consumers. This is a victory for affordability. Your critics like to say the word affordability. Under Joe Biden and the Democrats, they put mandate after mandate after mandate on cars and trucks, and they drove the price up thousands and thousands of dollars. And with the actions you're taking today, and you put on top of that the one big beautiful bill, you know, most of the senators here on the Senate Commerce Committee, and on the Commerce Committee, we worked together to zero out the CAFE standards. We wrote that into the law that the CAFE standards went to zero. What does that mean? It means you can now, as a consumer, buy the car you want. It also means people's lives will be safer, because what these regulations did is they forced cars to be more expensive and made of plastic instead of steel, because you had to make them lighter to comply with these standards, so you'd get in a wreck and people would die. The result of what you're doing, you're literally saving people's lives, and you're making it where families can afford to get a new car. These actions will drop the cost of cars and trucks thousands of dollars. That makes a real difference. And I'll make one final point. You know, about half the members here are car dealers. And I will say my good friend Roger Williams out in the lobby, he tried to sell me a car, which didn't surprise me, but I just want to give props to Mike Kelly. He showed he was savvier because he tried to sell you a car, and you can afford a much nicer car than I can. So well done, Mike Roger. You just went to the wrong customer.
I was $100 cheaper.
The thing that Ted just said, it's true. Plastic instead of steel. Think of that. And people died because of that. The plastic was plastic.
Daddy?
In an auto accident.
Is that
and it
you?
broke
Oh,
up
it's
and
Daddy, all right.
was shattered because of that crazy deal.
Hey, Justice Easy, welcome to motherfucking Bully Bear.
The Senate Commerce Committee on January
Who can
14th,
give me
we're gonna
a
have
Discord
hearing with
account?
all
I
the big
really
three
need it.
there
What the
and
fuck does that
Tesla.
mean?
And the entire hearing is
Damn
going
it.
to focus on how your leadership has reduced the
Motherfucker.
burdens on car makers. That's lowering costs. That's giving consumers more choices, and it's producing more jobs.
I
in
blocked
America.
him.
And
Sorry,
it's
I was a little
highlighted
late
that's
on
a real
that
record
one.
of success.
Yeah, well, it's an honor. And, you know, they were going by California. We had like 2 different countries, California and 15 that followed California, because you had 15 states follow California. And the rules from California were just like everything else. That's why people are leaving. That's why it's such a mess. It's got such, there's a state with such unbelievable potential. But what they did with the car industry is incredible. And that was, you know, the car companies didn't know what to do because they had 2 standards, and you can't build 2 different cars for the same country. And what we're doing today is very big. Would anybody like to say something? Would you like to say something, my friend?
I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. He's like, oh shit, thank you! Thank you. It can, but the volume's dead.
And we love you, Brian.
Oh, I love you too, Mr. President. I've always said
he's a good man.
Well, I appreciate that. I've always said you've tackled the three M's: mortgage, munchkins, and marriage. You've solidified all of those. I'll add motor vehicles to that now. My question, I got one about consumer confidence. We just
What the hell this guy is saying?
Black
Munchkins?
Friday, up 9.1%.
Highest ever, biggest amount ever purchased in one day. Yeah.
Which I think counters this narrative of affordability, because apparently the Americans are spending money. So I want to see, how do you view that for a consumer confidence being so high going into Christmas and going into next year? And I do have one for the auto group after you.
Yeah, I just think that we have tremendous confidence in the country. You know, one of the things in terms of confidence, if you go back a year and a half, you know, it's amazing, we're like into 10 months already, but you go back a little bit before the election, because after November 5th, it started changing rapidly, even though we weren't running it until January 20th. But when you look back and you look at the enlistment of soldiers, people that wanted to join the military, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard is like booming. It's all Space Force. But we had the worst recruitment in the history of our country. A year later, we have the greatest recruitment in the history. You can't even get in. Getting in is like getting into a top college that you couldn't get in. People want to be in the service now, and that includes the police and firemen, other things. You couldn't hire police, you couldn't hire anybody in the Army or the Navy. You couldn't get people in, and we now have gone from that to record recruitment. We're getting high quality people, amazing people, wanting to be in the military. They have spirit now, you know, call it what you want, but that's part of it. But they have great spirit now.
I'm gonna take this out just in case.
Go ahead, ask your
I'm
second
nervous.
Okay, my second question, I've got
Order
a lot
filled.
of close family friends that are in the automotive business, own dealerships all across Southern California.
It's just
They
kind of
said,
like
"I have a question to
balancing,
ask you.
and it's getting
There's a thing
late.
called
409. It's probably dead. I don't think there's
that if installed on
any
vehicles, it's
earnings.
a type of computer chip which alters the actual
Earnings
mileage driven on the vehicle, so that
coming
when
soon.
you have a leased vehicle that's turned in, they're losing thousands of dollars. They've got to go chase down these manufacturers. What can we do?
Any big names? Any
track
big
down these
names? I can also just look
manufacturers
at
of this
stock
illegal
twits and
computer
see.
chip that's really hurting automotive
Have
industry?
you heard about this?
Yes, sir, they're getting built in China, and most of them are coming out of Great Britain, sir. They're being distributed through China.
I don't think so.
Distributors
Savannah?
sell them online
Savannah?
through Great Britain, yes, sir.
Wow, that's not so good. What do you think?
look at that.
Bernie, do you know anything about that?
It works on older vehicles, and obviously, we got to do a better job.
Yeah, I think it's something, I've never heard of it. Very good. We never heard of it. That's pretty good.
Mr. President, you released video of that first boat strike on September 2nd, but not the second video. Will you release video of that strike so that the American people can see for themselves what
I
happened?
don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release, no problem. You know, we stopped, every boat we knock out, we save 25,000 American lives.
That's right.
And if you look at our numbers, the drugs coming in through sea,
Christine!
down 91%. I'm surprised there's 9% you want to. I don't know who's doing the 9%, but it's down 91, and we're going to start very soon on land, and I'm sure you're thrilled to hear that.
On Ukraine, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner were there last night with Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, I know.
Can you give us an update about those talks? It sounds from what the Kremlin is saying that they're not going to compromise. Can you tell us what you've...
I don't know what the Kremlin's doing. I can tell you that they had
It's been a difficult market anyway.
with President Putin. We're going to find
Not too
out.
bad, but
It's a war that
as long as
should
you're
have never
patient, it
been
worked out
started.
pretty
It's
good.
a
We've
war
been
of our
green like almost
president.
every
We had a
day.
weak election. If I were
Live.
president, that war would have never happened. It's a terrible
This
thing.
is
But I
Apex,
thought
and
they
then I
were very good
also
meeting yesterday
signed up with Tradeify
President Putin. We'll
I
what
bought 3
happens.
accounts, but they're fucking.
You know, when I was in this office and
It's
talking
behind
about
on
no
data. I
carbs,
don't know
I
if
said,
it's
"You have
because
no
their big
carbs."
announcement today.
That was
They
the
had like
time to
these
sell it.
large.
I thought that
Let me
would've
pause
been
this
much
guy
better
because he's
time
just
to
talking
sell.
nonsense.
But their wisdom decided not to do that. They have a lot of things against them right now.
Talking
But,
over him. Yeah, this is Apex, and then I have Tradeify. I just bought 3 accounts. They have a new style of accounts that they just got in. So unfortunately, it takes fucking 3 days. I wish it was 2 days. I kind of misread that shit. You can get a 50K account for $95, but once you pass it in 3 days, you get a choice. You can do daily payouts with a daily loss limit though of 1,000, and then you can either do the other flex plan, which is 5 days and take out 3,000. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna do the flex. I was looking at the daily. It looks, I don't know, or maybe I'll do 2 flex and then 1 daily payout. What do you need help with? It's just M3. I got funded and on my Express account lost 1,500 today. You're sizing too high. You're sizing too high, or you need to accept your loss. Accept that you're wrong. Stick to your strategy. Yeah, I'm assuming you have what, 2,000 drawdown, or do you have 2,500? 2,000. All right, you could do this. Is this your first funded? All right, so you probably need practice anyway, right? So just trade 1 micro every single time. Don't go higher than that. 1 micro. If you somehow manage to do a good job, you'll slowly pull yourself out of this in 2 to 3 days with 1 micro.
Daddy? Is that you? Daddy? 7. Is that Goofy. you? Welcome to motherfucking Bully Bears.
Daddy, chill.
Yeah. So try to do 1 micro and do it slowly. And you're going to be learning at the same time. So have patience. And a lot of times, I only trade 1 micro recently with this market because it's fucking crazy. But today was a little bit slower, so I can trade a lot more contract size. But right here in my dum you are wrong. Distance 23
Daddy?
tells me that it
Is
was
that
only
you?
moving 23 points, so it wasn't that bad, and I can size
Daddy?
in.
Is that you? YN. Toku. Well. Oh, Daddy.
Is liquidity sweep only body or wick? I'm not really sure what you mean. A liquidity is just soul grabbing. It just, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It could be the wick, it could be everything. You spent 150 for the Express? Well, I'm guessing you're on Top Step. You know that they just came out with different plans, right? Cheaper plans? Money's not the issue, it's my head. Of course it is. That's the issue for all of us. If you want to change your life, I'll give you one good tip. Don't fucking rush it. And don't depend on this as your main income. You're not there yet. This takes fucking years, dude. It takes years. It takes years. This is not my main income. This is a okay, good, perfect. Good. You're already in the right track then. If you just started and you passed one, and you passed a combine, as long as it wasn't luck, then you're on a good track. But remember, every time you lose, the only thing you lost was time. So take your time, if that makes sense. The only thing you lose is time. Time to make that money. Time you just spent to fucking build it up. Time it took you to get to the funded. And guess what? Time again to start over. And then you're probably gonna fucking angry bet and spend more time. That's the key, baby. How can I not spend more time? Slow and steady. And sometimes you gotta adapt to the market too, right? Like you guys came in here a while ago and I was making 10K a day. I had to slow it down a little bit. It's the markets are very whippy. You gotta be able to hold through it. So I've been sizing down a lot. Do you show some of your trades throughout the day? I show my trades live every day. Well, not every day, whenever I'm live. I'm one of a kind, motherfucker.
Daddy? Is that you? Just M3. Welcome to the Soul Daddy.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy! Free Discord in the bio. Gooby! Gooby, did you still make it out green? Took the L? But were you like red on the day or did you make it out like all trades? Because you said you had a good trade in the morning. High or low? This couldn't go up again. It's 420. Market's dead, boys and girls. Market's dead. Let's see what gold is doing. Oh yeah, dead. Dead, dead, dead. Yeah, it got real choppy, Scooby. So don't beat yourself up over it. Hopefully, it was a small L. Hopefully, it was a small L. Let's see here. So tomorrow, guys, I should be on tomorrow. I should. If anybody's curious why I'm saying I should, it's because I do work tomorrow. But I took a half a vacation day, but I don't know until 7 a.m. But it looks like I am going to get it, but, you know, it's still up in the air. So I'll find out tomorrow morning, and I'll post it in my Discord. I already put it in for a live event tomorrow, because it looks like I'm going to, but there's always that chance that I don't. I do work, yeah. It's hard, man. I make, like, between 150 and 200,000 without really going too crazy. So it only makes sense to have a good base of work and trading. So now take my trading plus my job, and now I'm clearing well over, you know, getting to that 250 marks. 300. I would love to do this full time though. I would love to do it. Just what I'm building now, building community. I only started. We're not even at a year yet. We're at like streaming live. I think I started in February. In February I started live, so we're like 10 months. I was posting videos though right now in December, but you had to get that 1,000 followers to go live. And then Friday I'll definitely be live. I'm off that day, period. And then Monday I'll be on too. I'm trying. But it takes a minute.
Daddy? Is that you? Source! Welcome to Bully Bears Trading.
And then YT and the purple app take a long fucking time to build up. TikTok, I'm doing pretty well. I'm at like how many followers I have now? I have 5,250. I have a question. Do any of you guys actually know anybody that just trades full time? Honestly, I don't know anybody that's actually a successful trader. First of all, I don't know anybody that actually makes any money like I do. But but actually doing it as their main income, I don't know anybody. And there's always, like, you got your social media side, too, as your backup. No fucking way your sister trades full-time and doesn't want to teach you. That's fucked up. Get her on here. I'll roast her for you. Or maybe she's lying. She don't know how to trade. That's crazy. She's trading while going from country to country. Have you ever seen her bank statements though? Has she showed you proof? You should tell her, show me proof, motherfucker.
Daddy? Is that you? Rush, welcome to the Soul Daddy.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy? Is that you? Annie Banani. Welcome to the Soul Train, Holy Bear style.
Daddy, chill.
Maybe she don't know how to trade. Could be pulling your leg. Tell her you want to see statements or something live. Tell her you're better than her. I'll make you better than her. You stick around. Is dead. What's up? Oh my god, Jason, fuck off. You want to trade? Learn it, baby. Learn it. You gotta read. If you want, you can join my free Discord and go to the beginner's no knowledge section. Or you can just go to YT and click in how to trade futures. There's tons of fucking videos. Tons. At least get your basics. I need you to get your basics first, and then you can come around and I'll teach you. Oh, man. I don't think it's gonna move much anymore. You lost money in trade. We all lose money. It's how you handle that loss. I'm gonna wait for the market to open later. Usually pop for a bit. Yeah. Market closes actually at 5. Go learn the basics on, like I said, in YT, and type in how to trade futures. Or you can join my free Discord in the no knowledge section. You can watch all those videos, and then we can fill in the gaps.
Daddy? Is that you? Ella, Yuka, Haraji, welcome to the Soul Daddy.
Yeah, Top Step's closed. Oh boy. I think I've answered you a lot of times, dude. Markets are really hard to trade right now, though, so I would just stand by and won't trade. Door, huh? I might have to get on this store page. Delete a lot of these. How do I get out of this? I don't want this guy's shit in here. Hmm. I'm not gonna be doing much, guys, so you guys can hang out, do whatever you want. They got 1,000 on your eval account. You're probably sizing too high, Cash. How many trades did it take you to get there? Or you're not accepting your losses. Uh, 17 trades. It's not too bad. I don't stop loss like a real genius. You don't have to have a stop loss, but I recommend you to at least have a mental stop loss. Some people can't mentally do it, so if you place a stop loss, then it'll help you. I can mentally actually do it. But a lot of that'll help you if you size down. Maybe that's the problem. I don't want that one. I wanted this one. Am I using Take Profit Trader? No. I used to use them, but I kind of gamble a lot on it. But they're not bad at all. Do daily payouts, not bad at all.
Daddy? Is that you? Zyrtec. Welcome to the soul that
Daddy, chill.
I was born like this. Thank you. And this is a modded voice right now. This is my real voice. I'll show you.
This is my real voice. I don't use it because it makes people feel weird.
And I just want to fit in. Yeah. I'm not trading anymore, guys. Market's closing in 4 minutes. I'm just doing some bullshit cleanup, and then yeah. So most likely I will be on tomorrow. I just won't know until work gives me the okay to take off at 7 a.m. But I usually update you guys in Discord, my free Discord in the bio. If you guys want to try out my indicator, you can also join the VIP section in the Discord. It is a free 30-day trial. After 30 days, it is $1 a day. 30 for the month. Totally up to you guys. Other than that, if you guys aren't following, hit that follow button. I should be on tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely be on Friday. If you want to know my updated schedule, it'll be in Discord. But as of right now, I should be on tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern New York time for the opening. If you guys want to try out my indicators that I use every day, and you guys see me making money, I made, what, $2,000 today without really trying. It is available to you guys in the VIP section in the Discord. 30-day free trial, extremely long to let you try a fucking indicator, that's for sure. After that is $1 a day, 30 for the month. Right now, I really like Apex is the best. If you want the latest and greatest discount code for Apex, use code BULLY, all caps, BULLY. I was doing some last minute shit. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Holy Bears is out, doses. What's up, Daily? I'm about to log off, but go ahead, hurry up.
What the fuck? Fort Traders? I've never heard of them. Apex uses it depends on what you pick. They have their own charting system called wealth charts if that's what you want. I don't really know anybody that uses that. Or you can pick Tradeovate or Ninja Trader. Tradeovate is their charting system and Ninja Trader is the same company. So they basically, most of these prop firms pick other platforms to use. So like right now, I'm using Tradeovate and I have it linked to my Trading View. That's how I'm trading on Trading View because I have my Tradeovate on here. So chances are you gotta sign up for a brokerage too and link together. No. Whatever prop firm, if you're gonna go to prop firm route, they give you a username and then you sign into it. Trading Views extra though, you would have to purchase that yourself. Or you can use the free version. Everybody uses Trading View for carding. But like if you get Tradeovate, you can link it to Trading View. Perfect. If you already got Trading View, yeah, just look for brokers that have Tradeovate, and then you could just sign in through Tradeovate into Trading View. That's what I do. Yeah, as long as you take your time, learn the rules of each one. I like Apex. No, Tradeify is instant. They're the best for instant. And I did just open Tradeify accounts today. They have some new deal. 3 days to pass, and then you can pick daily payouts or weekly payouts. Apex is not instant, but Apex you can 1 day pass. I use a lot of Apex. I really like them. If you listen and follow the rules, not bad. And then I'm trying to find a better end of day prop firm, kind of like My Funded Futures. I'm gonna try out Tradeify. They just came out with one. I usually just use prop firms though. Is Fort Traders a prop firm? I've literally never heard of that. It is? Yeah, I don't know. I usually just stay to the basic ones. To the bigger names. Yeah, they're most likely they're not big enough yet. I think Tradeify is cheaper than that. And really legit. Tradeify is legit. Well, they have like a 20% consistency rule. The fuck is this? Uh, 20% yearly? No, that's 20% a day. You can't have more than 20% a day out of the entire like for your payout. No, so I believe I think Tradeify you gotta make like 2,000 and then anything past 2,000 like you could take out. You have to look that one up though, I can't remember. There's too many prop firms in my head. No, it's once, like, one day that counts to. No, you don't have to make a certain amount. Well, actually, you have to make like $100. Some shit. You have to look it up though. I think it's like $100. I don't know the percentage wise. They just tell you flat out rate, like, hey, make $150 today, which is really easy. For a 25K account, it's probably like $100 or 50, honestly. Go on Tradeify website and look. What's up, man? Nice to meet you before. What the fuck? How about BTC? BTC, we're waiting. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. I hope it rips up past this, but you know, there's a good chance it just keeps falling. But the good thing is that it didn't go past. Now, I'm hoping it goes back up because I got a full Bitcoin, so I'm like, fuck.
Daddy? Is that you? Petra, welcome to Bully Bear Trade.
V-Trades, Flex, launch promotion extended. I wanted yeah, their max payout sucks. I feel like you should go to My Funded Futures over that. Because you can literally make an extra grand if you really wanted to. What's the consistency mean? So say you have 3,000 in your account. You would want 3,000 times 20%. Which would be, let me just check. $600. You wouldn't want more than $600 in one day. Just one day, can't have more than 600. Give or take. Yeah. That's if you were $3,000 payout, yeah. You couldn't have more than $600 a day. It does go up each one, it does. It's a little low for me, to be honest with you, because I can make $600 pretty easily. But if you were to get like three accounts and do that by 20%, then yeah, great. V-Trades. They just came out with new ones. You can either choose to just look it up because it's a little different. You can choose to do daily payouts, or you could do a 5-day like normal one. 5 days and you can get out 3,000 max. Yeah, I know. I didn't like that. I actually thought it was 2 days when I signed up. I'm not gonna lie. It does look pretty interesting, though. But honestly, it seems like funded futures is better.
Is that you?
Yeah, Daily News. It's you could really capitalize on it if you trade smart. The funded crypto, I think that war bucks you can, but I'm more of an investor for crypto. I haven't had a chance to I still haven't had a chance. Let me read this. So the daily payout looks pretty cool too. You could take out $1,000 a day, but they have a daily loss limit of 1,000. It's like, more rules, you know? I kind of wish I didn't get it now. Yeah, I don't like the deal. I just want less rules.
Daddy? Is that you? Aga, welcome to Bully Bears Trading.
Which one was a My Funded Futures? The one where you could just pass in 2 days? I was cool with that. Fucking taking out 3 Gs every 5 days. I'm okay with that. Yeah, those is what adds up, bro. Alright, guys, I gotta get off. My fucking dinner's ready. If you guys aren't following, hit that follow button. I should be on tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern New York time. In the bio, there's a free Discord. Look it up. Alright, guys, later.
Daddy? Is that you?